Hello everyone. Before you click away and say, hey wait, that's not an electric car, this is electric car channel, stop it. No, it's battery life. So also devices that have a battery, and it's my channel, it's stuff that I'm interested in. That's why you saw lawnmower robots. I'm excited about them. I hate mowing the lawn myself, and I hate vacuuming and mopping the floor. And this is the MOVA Z60 Ultra Roller Complete. I bought it with my own money. This is an unsponsored video, and I show you why this is, in my opinion, the best vacuum robot there is. If your company has electric cars as company cars, of course you want your employee to charge at home. It's cheaper for you and it's easier for the employee. Tronity has a software solution for you to know how much you have to pay your employee for charging at home. With the Fleet Manager you manage your employees and your cars. Tronity connects to the cars and knows exactly when the car is charging at home and how much. And then you get an easy monthly bill for your employee. If you want to know more, there's a link in the description below. Why would you need a vacuum robot or a mopping robot? Again, I'm lazy and I hate to vacuum and mop the floors. Especially, we have 3 dogs. My wife has long hair, I have long hair. There's hair everywhere all the time, especially in the living room and in the bedroom. And I looked online and I watched a lot of videos. What is the thing that I want? And I wanted a normal vacuum. I think almost every vacuum robot now vacuums fine. Important for me was, because we have 3 dogs and long hair twice, I want one where the hair is not tangled in the main brush all the time. It has a technology that this doesn't happen. Because in the old one, every week I had to remove the hair from the main brush. That's annoying. And the second thing that I wanted was to get over some steps. We have a little steps into the bathroom downstairs that's, I would say, a bit over an inch, 3 centimeters. And a lot of robots can't do that. This one can do it. And the third one, and the main thing why I love this one, is that it's not 2 little mops, it's a roller, and it means you get a good pressure of wetness and with detergent on your ground, and you can clean the floor very nicely. And the most important thing is, when you have your normal mops that just turn sideways, where a lot of robots have that, they're dirty when they clean, and then they have go back to the station, you clean the mops, and then you continue. Here, this roller, every time it turns, it sprays new fresh water with detergent on the mop, and on the other side it collects the dirty water from the floor, what you're cleaning, and sucks it away into an extra compartment. Then it goes back, empties this, gets fresh water with detergent, and it can clean the roller as well. And this is working really well. I'm going to show you everything, I'm going to show you in detail, because it works great. We have this vacuum for 3 months now. I use it a lot. We have a very high use case. So like I said, our living room is the worst thing, and I vacuum every day. I mop in the living room 3 times a week, and I mop the whole house and vacuum twice a week. That's a lot of usage, and it does it really, really well. It has its drawbacks. We're gonna get to this as well. Let's look at it from underneath. First of all, you have this little fin here where when there's dirt, it just is moved into the main brushes, and they, like I said, there's no hair in there, even after 3 months, amazing. Then we have this little side brush that when there's dirt from here, it also pulls it here in the middle. Then we have the wheels. They can go up, I think, to 6 or 8 centimeters, I don't know, pretty far. And then here we have our roller mop. I can take this out. So this here spins. And like I said, there are little vents where the fresh water comes in with detergent, and on the other side it will be sucked off the dirty water. And when it's done, it washes it, and it also dries it. There's really like a hair dryer drying this, so you don't have any mold. And then when it's done, then it also sterilizes it with UV light, and it works really, really well. We have a lot of special sensors on this thing. You can take this off. This ear comes up because it has also sensors in it, but it can go down, that if it can go under furniture if it's that height. We have cameras, sensors in here. Of course, sensors, it doesn't fall downstairs. Here we have our dust collection with a filter in there. And on the back, here is our dirty water tank. So there's a bit of water in there, but it will get sucked out. And then somewhere in here is the fresh water tank that you cannot get to. And because of the camera in front, you have a lot of options in there that are really cool. So it doesn't detect just with the LiDAR what's going on. It can also see what it is and recognizes if this is an obstacle. So it tells you then with a picture in your app, hey, there were shoes, hey, there's a pet, hey, there's something else. This is why I didn't vacuum there. And it can also recognize it's very dirty on that spot, so I'm gonna go more in this area, and which is really cool. On the device itself, you only have the on button and the home button. That's it. The rest you do all with the app, which is really great. It has a lot of great functions. But it's also missing a few functions that I would love to have. Here we have the base station. You can get this in white and in black, and weird, with the black you get a white power cable. I find that very interesting. So the vacuum goes then back in here backwards. Putting it in yourself is a bit awkward, but it still works. And then it empties everything. It's sucked up. It cleans the mop. It puts in fresh water, which is up here. Here we have the fresh water. It uses a lot of water. I have to change this, I would say, fill it up every week. And then this is the dirty water, and it's really dirty when you look. This is dirty water. And this you have to clean out every time I do it every time I fill this up. So every week I empty this and clean it also a bit. I mean, so put water in. And then we have our thing where it collects all the dust. After 3.5 months, I now put a new bag in. The other one was full. And here we have the detergent. And this is very interesting. We have two little things. One is the normal detergent, and one is if we have pet odor. So if maybe sometimes you have a pet that pees on the floor or something. So I have this for 3 months, and there's barely, I don't know if you can see that. There's barely anything missing. No, you can't see it, eh? I need light. So it's just a bit missing, and here it's the same. There's barely anything missing, so I can't touch it. I'm already wet. So it doesn't use a lot of detergent, and I have it on the standard setting, which is amazing. I love that. Next, we're gonna look through the app, because this is how you do everything. And I took my glasses off because my glasses are for far seeing. When I have to look at my phone, even the computer, I take the glasses off. Setting up the robot is very easy. You scan the QR code that's on the thing. You get this app. You of course have to have an account and everything, and then it works. And then you have to map all the floors. So you open the doors for one floor, put the robot in, say in here, map this floor, then it goes around, maps everything, then you give it a name, and then you could change the rooms if you don't like it and everything. So here, for example, we have our main floor, and let me explain a bit. So first, what's the green lines are steps that it has to go over. Red lines are steps that are too high, or there's something behind it where it can't get over. All the white lines you see right now is what it vacuumed and mopped this morning. The line is the vacuuming, and then the filling it out with a lighter color is what it mopped. So you can see, for example, here that it didn't mop this little part here that's right now in the middle. Here we have our base station, and then you get all the symbols for what it thinks it is, a table, a couch, and then for example here it says, hey, that looked like a shoe, and when I click on it, it shows me a picture of the shoe and possibility rate and all of this. So when it does all of this, you see that it automatically makes little rooms and it also names it. For whatever reason, I tried it. You cannot change the names of this. You can rename the whole floor, but you cannot rename the room. So this is here up there, 3 is not a master bedroom. That's our hall with the stairs down and a bathroom. Whatever. So it didn't detect what that is, and that's fine. You can then change something, so you can make something and say, this is, please combine this with this because this is one room, and or divide. You can do all of this here: rename, backup, restore, room partition, cleaning order. You can put in a no-go zone, threshold, and ramp, which you can go on. Low clearance areas, curtains, carpet, furniture, and even say what if there's a special floor material. You can clean the whole floor here, or you can say, please, only a room. You can select one room and say, now you clean there. When you do all, it does everything with one setting. You can't change what it is. If you then want a different floor, because for me, for example, I have multiple floors. I have my main floor, I have the winter garden. This is a balcony that's encased. Then we have open up here and down. So we have 3 floors, and I can switch between them, and then it will load the map and everything. But if you wanna vacuum or mop in there, you don't have to do this. You can just put it in that environment and say, start mopping, vacuuming now, and then it will do self-positioning and will learn, this is the winter garden or something. It will know everything by itself, which is really cool. Now, if you wanna clean, you can just go and press clean, but you can also go to custom, and then you can do a lot of things. You can just vacuum, just mop, both mop after vacuuming, or customize. Then the suction power in quiet, standard, intense, or max. Mop wetness, I have it in the middle. For the normal floors, 15 is fine. For tiles, it can get a bit wet sometimes. And this is one problem I have with this. It's sad that if I do the whole thing, I cannot say this room always use less wetness, or this room do not mop at all. Something like this. It doesn't exist. Then mop washing frequency, after 20 square meters of mopping, it will go back and clean the mop, but you can change this. And then root, quick, standard, intensive, or deep. They all do exactly the same except quick and standard. In standard, it goes around the whole room and then does the going around like this. And then from standard to deep, it's just the distance between each lane where it goes forward, turns around, and goes back. So in deep, these things are closer together, so it's possible in deep that you mop a part of the floor 3 times because of the turning around, which is so cool. I like that. So if you want to get to another floor, you just select it, say winter garden, for example, confirm. There we go. And then, of course, I can go back to my main, because that's my main. Why did it take so long? Yeah, now it was faster. This is how it should be. Okay. Then, what we also have is pet care. You can do this. I don't do this. And I'm not a fan of this. It can take pictures of your pet, see where they are, what's the normal positioning, where's the cat litter and stuff like this. We're not using this. What we have is the camera. Here you have to put in a pin. Of course, I don't show you. Then it shows you the camera, but sideways, and I could move now the the robot. I can turn it to the left, to the right, turn on the light, even the brightness of the light. and you can even talk to. So you can use this if you're at work to look around in your flat if everything is fine. When the robot is in the dock, you can press here dock, and then you can see used water tank if you have to do something, clean water tank, dust bag, detergent. You can auto empty, you can wash the mop, and you can dry the mop. You can end the washing if it's washing, you don't want it, and you can end the drying if you want it. There's also an option which I have on that it sterilizes it once it's done drying, but when it does it, you cannot end this. It just will just continue until you take it out. That's a bit sad. And one thing this vacuum has that I'm not the biggest fan of is when you use it on multiple floors like we do, I would love to have a button to say clean for the next floor. So I want the mop to be cleaned and everything taken out, fresh water, but then it shouldn't dry and shouldn't sterilize. Just do it, give me a message, hey, I'm done, and I then bring it in the next room and say vacuum here. This doesn't exist. That's a bit sad. But let's go to the settings. They're amazing. You have your cleaning history. So far, 4,195 minutes in 3.5 months. When you go to a cleaning, it will bring up everything where it went. And I think even the pictures. No, the pictures are then gone. They're just for the last one. But the area and how long it took. This was cleaning and mopping. What is this? Yeah, and it missed that room because the door was closed, which is so cool. Then we have scheduled cleaning, where you can schedule it and then for every day make a different plan how it should do it. Carpet cleaning. It cleans the carpet really well. In the beginning, amazing. Now that our dog is it's losing his winter coat, it struggles a bit, but still does a good job. You can do a lot of options here. And you can say carpet booster have on intensive carpet cleaning, so it doesn't go just this way, it goes like a chessboard. But I have noticed one problem when I do this. When it wets the mop, and then when I even say do the carpet first, clean carpets first, it wets the mop, goes directly to the carpet, does the carpet, and then wets the mop again, and then sometimes the mop stays dry. It doesn't clean the floor very well or at all, it's just dry. And then I took off intensive cleaning for carpet and not first, and since then it works. I don't know what that was. I talked to MOVA about it, they didn't have a solution. Floor cleaning settings, you have a lot of different things. If you use the collision avoidance mode, you also have to think when it's cleaning somewhere where there's a cable or something, it also keeps a bit of a distance, so it doesn't clean it very well. But if you have that off, a cable for example, it goes right over it and sometimes sucks it in a bit and moves the cable all around. That's why I have it on. Pet care, already said that. Edge corner cleaning. The arm with the brush works really well. The mop extend doesn't always do like I would want it to. And this is also something where it has problems. So if it goes somewhere where it can't go under, but the arm could go out and take some dirt from there, it doesn't do it. It only does it in a corner or when it can go there. If it can't go there, it can't do it. The new, I think it's the V70 or the S70 Ultra Roller, which sadly has again the round mops, not the roller, can do that. It can extend by 12 centimeter and even the mop extended under there, which is really cool, but with a roller, it doesn't work. Rectangle legs, it shows you how much it can go up and it can do hurdles, so walking like this or just go over. And it falls. So when it lifts itself up and goes over, it's not doing it slowly or something, it just goes and falls. It's really loud. Dog settings, mop washing settings. You can have dry the mop in 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, or do it quietly, then it takes even longer. That's totally up to you. I have it on 5 hours, and here we have the UV sterilization, which I said cannot be turned off once it's on. Then auto empty is on intelligent wash base thing. So far it wasn't that dirty, so I never had to do that, which is so cool. Obstacle avoidance, of course, can take pictures, the lights on, voice assistant I don't use. Real-time camera settings, you can put it that it should just do it and look. More function, we have home screen, resume cleaning mode, child lock, notifications. Then we have battery. You can put it that it only charges to 80% or to 90% or 100 and off-peak charging where it's maybe cheaper for you. When I have it in 80%, with those 80% it cannot clean and mop the whole or our whole house. Every time when it just does the living room, it's totally fine. It can do another room too, but all of it can only do when I charge to 100%, and we have 107 square meters. Accessory usage is amazing. It shows you when you need maintenance in percent. It will give you a little message and say, hey, you have to clean this here. 9% robots used water tank remaining 2 hours. I already cleaned that, so let's cleaned and restored. We do that. I did that the other day, and it's really nice that it does that. I love that. Then we have some device information, firmware upgrades. So far I had one update in the beginning when I got it, and then another time was another update, but nothing new came out, and it charges to the 80% that I said unless I need it. So how's my cleaning experience overall? Vacuuming, very good. Like I said, with the carpet, now that Wesley is losing a lot of fur, it doesn't get everything, and sometimes it makes little piles. So it leaves them, so it gets everything but leaves it a bit, and then I have to pick it up by hand. When he didn't lose his winter fur in March, April, it was totally fine. So mopping, amazing. It does an incredible job. The only thing I have is, again, like I said before, that it doesn't go under some furniture where it could go under with the arms, not with the whole vacuum. That's a bit sad, but I said others can do that. When it comes to washing and everything, loudness. So when it does its thing, the vacuuming, I have it on intense. Is not that loud. What is loud is the mop roller. This is louder than the vacuum itself when it's doing its thing. So watching TV while it's doing its thing in the room, not possible. When it's auto-emptying the whole dust stuff, that's really loud. That sounds like a really good vacuuming. Vacuum, a normal one. When it washes, it's also not very quiet, but it's okay. It's because it's not the whole time. You can hear water flowing and then it's turning, water flowing. It takes a few minutes, it's fine. When it's drying the mop, you don't have to set it on the quiet mode. Even in normal mode, it sounds like a fans in a computer running, and it's not very loud. It's really okay. Just a little hum in the background. It's mostly the same sound. You can watch television while it does. And this is needed because we have it in the living room, the station, and it takes 5 hours. So for us, that's really needed. But it does it really well. Overall, I love this thing. I use it all the time. I wanted this for so long. I looked at other companies and nobody did it that as good as this. In all the tests you see that this is the best. For me, the mopping was the most important because our pets, especially in the winter or when it's wet outside, bring a lot of dirt into the house, and this does it really, really well. And the vacuuming for me, except for the carpet, like I said now, is perfect. And when, again, the dogs are normal, not losing the winter fur, I think it's gonna be fine again. I love this thing and I can only recommend it. It's a great vacuum / mop robot. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.